Hey guys, it has been a long ass time, hasn't it? I am Dream Sword, and we are back with Full Metal Alchemist and the Broken Angel. And also Nico is still here.
Hi.
Yeah. So where we last left off, we were kinda escaping the absolute hell that was breaking out thanks to the chimeras and the military. And now we're trying to figure out just how we can save the professor and get to the bottom of everything that's going down.
Mm-hmm. And they escaped on a freaking glider.
Yep.
Why did they never do that in the show?
I know, it's awesome, right?
So convenient.
Stay here in the church, because none of the chimeras attack it except for that tiger thing. So if the tiger thing shows up again, you're fucked. Just saying.
Well, we can't help you then.
you're on your own. Maybe the pastor can do something.
I'll just turn all of those graves into fake ads to distract them. I'll give them similar appearance to all of the people that have died here, just to cause even more trouble.
Maybe the pastor can fling some spells that'll dispel the undead. You know?
Turn undead.
Yeah. And there was a treasure chest that you opened next to it. I'm surprised you didn't notice it before.
There.
Alright, so this is the underground waterway, aka the sewer level.
Oh, but of course.
And as we all know, sewers are this gigantic and complex in real life.
And this clean.
Yeah. I love that they say it's maze-like, because I feel like the people who designed this game
Didn't really have anything to do with the... Or... Well, is it actually a maze, or did they just say it?
No, I'm about to explain. I feel like the people who made this game were aware of the stereotype that all sewer levels suck in video games, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to counteract this, they made the sewer level the most straightforward level in the whole game. Like, the only level that's more straightforward is the train, because the train is literally a straight line. So... Al, you were supposed to kill them. Whatever.
Well, he doesn't have his little tank, so...
Speaking of Al, he's actually really screwed in this level. The reason for that is that most of the stuff you can alchemize for him to use isn't very useful. Like, he doesn't have any of his heavy-hitting weapons until, like, near the end of it, and even then he only gets, like, a couple. And considering that Al's weapons all break really fast, well, he's kind of just stuck sitting there to punch people.
Well, thankfully, his death doesn't matter.
Yeah. So, I mean, I'm just saying though, if you've got a soft spot for Alphonse in this game, you're gonna have to pay special attention to him to make sure he stays alive.
Or you can just repair him.
Yeah. And here's where I'm like, what elements do I have? Because I remember.
Oh my god, you only have 91 elixirs.
I know, right?
This is the lowest you have ever been.
So this is good.
Ah,
now we're
thank
starting
God.
to get elixir L's.
Maybe that will make up for the 7 that you're missing. Or no, it's actually 6 because it only goes to 99.
Yep. Perfect math. But while the lightning lance can be useful in this level, I would actually recommend you go fire sword for this level. I end up using it later, and I get a lot more mileage out of it. But yeah, you'll want to save your wind element for later, though.
Well, wind
Oh, and
element
here's
is
where I
like
show
the
off
best.
something I didn't get to earlier.
The hell is this?
There you go. Knock over that oil
Ah,
can.
yeah.
Torch. And there you go, it's a fire trap.
Very inconvenient fire trap.
Yes,
Very
it is.
reliant on stupid AI. Thankfully, that's
Yes,
what we're
it is.
dealing with here. But they're way too far away.
Yeah, you'd have to like lure them all the fucking way over here.
Or you could
So
just...
that's why we're not gonna bother.
Yeah. They even give you a, like... They even give you the fucking crossbow right over here.
I love the fact that I've pumped my defense so high that everything does 1 damage to me now.
All of those elixirs are going to go to waste.
They're gonna sit in my pocket.
And you're still going to collect every single used up ad doll.
Yep. And
And
every
every
single
single
used up
bubble.
cow.
Exactly, bubble cow.
And for some reason you can't climb up here. I guess Ed just kind of doesn't feel like it.
I wonder why they even let you go halfway through it.
Beats me, man. Maybe they originally planned for the level to be a lot bigger.
Hmm. That's possible. Or like that was the maze aspect of it that where they wanted to implement. But in the end didn't.
Maybe. Yeah. Excuse you, I was trying to create a bomb here. Oh, and that's the new trick that enemies here can now do. They can make cages.
That was pretty funny.
They get pretty annoying later, though.
Like multiple
Messing up
cages
the
at
timing.
one time.
No, that and something else you'll see later. Double elixir M. We're starting to get elixirs of other sizes. Almost
Too
like they're
bad you're
trying to make sure you stay alive.
It's not like anything does damage anymore.
Right. Except for, like, bosses.
Yeah.
Poor Alphonse isn't as lucky as I am, though.
Well, I mean, he's lucky enough that he can be restored by you.
Yes.
So his death is not important.
Cannot not live without me.
Mm-hmm. Ah, and they drop M's.
Yes. And level up. You know, this level made me really, because of how straightforward this level is. I think I might have mentioned this in a previous episode, but it stood out really apparent to me here in this level. I think a Dynasty Warriors style game with FMA characters would actually be really cool.
I mean, they're even doing Atelier Warriors right now, or they said they would be making it if people wanted it, so it's not entirely impossible.
Right. And they're doing, now they're doing a frickin' game based off Fate's Day.
Hmm.
I'm like, what's a raise? What does my attack look like without? Still high. So we're gonna raise vitality.
Because those ones of damage that I receive are so annoying. I guess the reason you can come up there is because it's too slippery. That's why there's water there.
Alright, I'll shoot them.
I love how much of a solid object that floating water is.
I know,
That
right?
guy has the evasive tactics of moving slightly to the left down to the ground.
So Alphonse couldn't handle that.
Nope. And that guy just appeared here out of nowhere.
You'll be seeing that a lot in this level. I like that even the enemies' voice files are super compressed.
Yeah. And the lightning sound effect kind of reminds me of the spiders you have to collect in Ocarina of Time.
Yeah, kinda.
It has that crawling sound effect to it. Would you imagine if there was an RPG where it's like they have a
Alphonse, what the fuck are you doing?
oh, that's cute.
Alphonse.
Where they have like a system like here where they call elixirs like S, M, and L, and L actually stands for little.
Little, small, and medium.
Yes. And it's like you only get them towards the end of the game, and you only get like 7 of them in the entire time you're playing, and you think
Tiny
they're very
elixir
valuable.
Yeah.
So you
And then they
save
restore
them.
like 10 HP.
Yes, they restore less HP than what your regular one does.
And I'm like, I want Alphonse to have a weapon, but how do I get it down to him? Well, I am smarter than this game. So, it's easy.
Okay, here we go.
And problem solved.
Wouldn't he be... no, actually, he's better off with throwing stuff.
Yeah.
What is she
Look
doing
who's
here?
tailing us. And how do they not hear her? It's a bigger question.
Water.
Maybe she swims.
She goes through walls. It's already PS2. Wouldn't put it past this.
Yes. Greta's planning against us, as we saw before. Although what I'm surprised at is how all these outlaws are just believing whatever she says. Do they even know her? Like, they all knew the professor, but...
Well, I mean, she looks smart enough.
I guess. She's wearing a
guess
lab
they-
coat. She must know what she's talking about.
She must be in cahoots with the professor.
So now the whole town is against us again. Good to know.
So how is it different than the first time?
So look who it is. Makes me wonder why she covers up her right eye, though, considering, like, it's perfectly working.
Maybe it's just like... maybe part of her disguise is a glass eye.
Maybe.
You know, as the professor.
Finally, a weapon for Alphonse. But we kind of can't have him grab it yet because everything's flying at us. So let's focus on killing these guys first. That bullet just did 1 damage to me. That's really annoying.
So, such inconvenience. I still have to use an entire small elixir to heal that.
Yeah.
An entire one. Those will end one day.
Someday.
Do they not get damaged by explosion if they're on the ground?
Nope.
Bullshit.
I know, right? If you're laying down, explosions won't hurt you.
If you jump slightly to the left, explosion has no effect on you. The Type 0 logic.
Yep. So I'm like, I'm almost done with this lance. Maybe I should get a dagger ready. And then I'm like, oh, Alphonse. Here you go. You can have a lightning lance too.
Here we go.
So now he can actually do damage,
Ow. Okay.
especially if I have him get on this cannon.
At least he was smart enough to not waste everything on that pipe.
Yeah. I'm like, here, let me make it easier for you.
Too far away. Okay, fine.
That's
And
easy
he
enough.
just slides over there. Both of them.
Look at that combo modifier.
And they're still not dead.
I know, right? I remember when that killed me. And I'll level up.
They're only red, they're not even purple recolors.
I know, right? Ow, please.
I love how he's like, take that! He's like a centimeter away. And he walks back a couple steps. Take that!
Alright, fire sword time, and this is where things start to get a little quicker. Because, as you might remember, fire does extra damage, and the sword is already a great weapon.
Oh god, that poor guy.
Oh, and also the first slash of the greatsword stuff that's on the ground, which is very useful, because if you might notice, these little fucking leech things are back, and Al can't hit them for shit.
Yeah, that really is impossible.
So, yeah.
It always kind of annoyed me in early and even later games of this sort, where they were very specific about the way your weapon swings. Like so specific that it actually becomes annoying. Like for example, that's one of the main reasons why in Baroque I never actually play in the first-person mode, because while in the third-person mode, they changed a lot of rules about the gameplay, and there are some advantages, but there is one really annoying thing. Your sword swings are only horizontal, and not actually like none of them are vertical. And they're very specific about the area in which you hit. So whereas you could just hit whatever, and like it's like you have wider range when you're in third-person mode. Oddly enough, that was weird. So yeah,
As long as I
really
can kill these tadpoles, I don't care. And
Yeah.
there's just bullets flying at us from like 8 million miles away. Huh. Well, whatever. Make sure
Why
you
would
go
you-
over this way first.
Why did you need two crossbows right next to each other?
Because you see, friends, there's a thing right here you might miss.
And then,
It's the full metal ring.
oh,
It's the next in the line of basic equipment that we use. So, what does it do? You'll see once I scroll all the way down to it. Look at all this shit we got, and we can't equip half of it. Raises vitality by 20. And I'm like, I'm not really using much in terms of alchemy needs here. So, and plus, you know, Al's doing fine. He's not getting completely destroyed or anything.
his vitality is still way higher than yours, even though you haven't invested a single point into him.
Right. So, let's raise our vitality. That raises our vitality to 520.
Oh my god, I wasn't receiving damage already.
Yeah. So now, technically, we're half dead. Because of that, though.
You're immortal.
And now this is just make sure you don't fall off. You have to stay on the raft.
Because he can't swim.
Mm-hmm. And meanwhile, all these freaking bat piranhas are going to be coming at you.
Oh, they look kind of cute.
You would say that. And by the way, don't sit here and think you can kill all of them, because they just keep...
They just keep respawning regardless.
So yeah, these things are here literally just to waste your time, so we're gonna just leave.
Yeah, and we totally just didn't have trouble with the Pamela, the cow simulator.
No. What are you talking about? So, here's some fresh materials. And, Al, you can use these crossbows, right?
Here we go.
Al. Okay. We're supposed to wait for him to get sucked up over here, but...
Works.
Okay.
As long as you don't get hit.
Yeah.
And as long as the guy doesn't even notice, that's also fine.
He was just like, well, that was weird.
That's fucking weird.
Great shot. Oh, whatever. So much for that.
I have no idea how that makes a cannon.
Hey man, they're both made of metal.
Were they? I don't think they were.
They are.
Um,
Look man, don't question this. It's like all we can make is cannons, like the 1600s or whatever.
I don't think it is. But like, for me it always looked like a pile of wood. So I was like, how does that make a cannon? But I guess if it's metal, you know.
It's a pile of girders.
Mm.
Now don't ask me why there's a pile of girders in the sewer, but there is. And here, upcoming, is my favorite room in the whole dungeon. I think it looks really pretty.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I want to see if there exists a room like this in real life. I'd love to visit it.
Okay. Here we go.
This PS2 water.
I know, right? And I'll just keep setting up traps so that Alphonse can do whatever. And there's a treasure chest here, and we can't get it. Oh,
For
there's
some
one.
reason, this kind of reminds me of like that mystic art that our favorite glass cannon has.
Uh-huh.
Like this entire room.
Yeah, grand finale.
Mm-hmm.
It is reminiscent, mainly because of the giant pillars of water.
Yes. The giant solid pillars of water.
Yeah. Makes you wonder where they come from.
But I mean, they didn't say that those were sewers, they just said those were waterways.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I'm still calling it the sewer.
It's too clean. And it
Calling
makes
it
too
the
much.
sewer.
It's too straightforward.
Nope, sewers.
Everything doesn't poison you every other steps.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
The enemies do.
They didn't.
But yeah, I'm just scanning the room real quick to make sure I didn't miss any items. I don't think I missed any. It's a good thing our fire sword stays lit under all this water too, by the way.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll see you in the next section of the dungeon. Take care.